Okay, so in this lecture we will have some miscellaneous questions of simple interest, compound interest. So guys, understanding concept is very important, but if you can't apply them into the question, then there is a problem. So I will try my best to have as many questions as possible with varieties in practice sets. In every practice sets, I will only include 5 questions at a time so that your video length is smaller. You don't get bored. Okay, and then that way we'll have many practice sets. So this is the first practice set of simple interest, compound interest. Now, people who want to try, in fact, I suggest everyone try it out. Pause this video and answer this question. Try answering the question. Later, match the answer with my answer. Or if you get any shorter way, then you can definitely comment. So in how many years will 2000 yield 662 as a compound interest at 10% per annum compounded annually? So this is principal. In how many years will this value yield 662? So this is compound interest and this is your rate of interest, and we need to find the time we need to find out, right? So we know that in compound interest we apply the formula, that is amount. Okay, so for amount we got two formulas. One is the universal formula, which is that principal plus interest. That is universal formula for amount. Apart from this, for amount, in case of simple interest we got special formula that all of us are aware about, P into 1 plus R by 100 square, to the power n, small t, number of periods. So here number of periods, that is what we need to find out. Okay, so principal given 2000. Okay, now I assume that you are going through the series of videos step by step, video after the video, without skipping any video. So if you are doing so, you will be able to understand some shortcuts which I will apply here. Okay, not only this question but other questions also. So by using the first universal formula of amount, we can say this amount should be 2000 plus 662. So that should be equal to 2662. We got 2662. Okay, 1 plus a rate of interest is 10 by 100 to the power a small t, which we need to find out. Now simplify it. Let's say if I simplify by 2, so I got 1000 here. Or okay, well, if you even want to take this to the other side first, you got 2662 by 2000 equal to 1 plus 10 by 100. Let me call it after simplification 110 by 100. Okay, let's cancel 0 0 here. Now cancel 1000 and this is 1331. Okay, now this 1331 and 11, there is a relation between them. This is very famous number, 1331, very famous number. You all should know 1331 is nothing but 11 cube. What is 11 square? 121. Okay, this is not relevant in this question. 11 square is not relevant in this question, but 11 cube is. So 1331 is nothing but 11 cube and 10,000 is nothing but 10 cube. So I can say this is 11 by 10 whole cube, 11 by 10 to the power t. So if base is equal, they are equal, then power should also be equal. If both side base is equal, then power should also be equal. So that's how we got t equal to t. The number of period, the time is what? 3. Okay, option number A is the answer. Yeah, interesting. You will find it interesting when you go through all the concepts and then there are miscellaneous questions. That's where the real fun is. Question number 2. what is the rate of interest in percentage? If simple interest earn on a certain sum for third year is 2000, for third year, that's a singular word, third year, not 3 years, third year, singular number. And compound interest earn in 2 years, plural, 4160. Okay, now let me apply some shortcut here for you to understand, but before that I will give you reference of this table. It's very important table, like, you know, I will keep on giving the reference of this table, so please make sure that you go through this table. Now understand, here what do we say? We say for simple interest remains same every year. Simple interest remains same every year. So if it is 200 for third year, it will be 200 for first year also. For every singular year, it will remain same, right? So if third year it is 2000, that means for first year also it should be 2000, right? Yeah, simple interest for first year, or I will say 1 year, both are singular, same 2000. Okay, now do you understand the simple interest for first year and compound interest for first year, they are also same. You get this extra, you got this extra 40. What was the question in this, what was the example we have taken for this table? That principal is 1000 and rate of interest is 20% per annum. Yeah, so we got this extra 40 here, applying 20% on interest for the compound interest, 20% on interest for the compound interest. Yeah, that's the definition of compound interest, right? Interest on interest, interest on principal as well as interest on interest, right? So you got 200 plus 40, so 200 as it is, and 20% on the previous year interest we applied, so you got extra 40 for the second year. If you know this, if you understand this, then this question is pretty easy for you. Now question said, find the rate of interest. Now we use this. Now first, in 2 years compound interest is 4160. Now I will not use the compound interest formula. I will try taking this reference here. This extra 40 is 20% on principal. Keep in mind. Now if I say the same thing for here, so compound interest for first year it will be 2000. Yeah, same as the simple interest. Now for 2 years it is given 4160. I see I am showing you shortcut, and the critical part of shortcut is to explain or to understand first time. It will take time. Yeah, it is time consuming, so please pay attention. So for first year it is 2000, and for second year, because 2 years plural, it is 4160. So for first year it has to be same as simple interest as per the rule. Now for second year, I will say 2 years ka interest is 4160, first year ka 2000, so remaining is 2160. So that will be for the second year. Is that okay? Yeah. See, first year plus second year total, if you say, that should be 4160, 2 years. Right? Are you okay with this? Okay. So second year, that was important. Now the second year, which is 2160, I will split that and write 2000 plus 160. Do you see that? Like 200 plus 40. Yeah. Do you see that like this? See, dekho. 2000 plus 160, 200 plus 40. Now this 40 is 20% on 200. That's how we got 40, right? This 40 is 20% on the previous interest, or I would say first year interest. That means this 160 should be some percent on the first year interest, 2000. Now tell me, what is, now let's look at the option. Can it be 8%? It is 8%. How? 2 8s are 16. So 2000 ka 8% is what? 160. That's how you calculate. That's how you can say approximate. See, if I try the second option, the option number B first, can it be 10%? Okay, let's try 10%. So 10 into 2 is what? 20. So it should be up around 200. It should be 200, not 160. Yeah. So that's how you should relate with the option. Okay. And if you are you should be comfortable with numbers, but still if you're not that comfortable with number, you can apply. You can say, okay, 160 is what percent of 2000? Okay, you can do that. I don't advise this all the time. Okay, so see, 0 cancel. So 2 8s are 16, so 8%. Yeah, you should have that comfort with the numbers. If you want to really crack these aptitude exams, you should have that comfort with numbers. Yeah. So I will try to build up that comfort for you with the numbers. So to have this R percent on 2000 as 160, so it should be 2000 into R divided by 100, right? So somewhere 2 and R if I say, and zeros को side में रख के, if I only look at 2 and R multiplication, and somewhere I see the 16, and if I check with the option, it will be pretty easy for me. You can see this 2 8s, the first option is 8, so 2 8s are 16, very likely possible. 2 10s are 20, there is no way you can get 160 here. 2 12s are 24, there is no way you can get 160 here. 2 6s are 12, there is no way you can get 160 here. Are you getting it? Yeah, so answer should be 8% accordingly. Yeah. And if you're not comfortable with that, just simply calculate 160 by 2000 into 100. What is the percentage value? Are you clear why are we taking this 160 and 2000? 2000 is the interest, right? Then why are we taking this 160 on 2000? Because this is the extra interest generated, which is apart from the regular interest 2000. That means this extra value must be interest on interest. And to calculate that interest on interest, we apply the same rate of interest which we apply on the principal. Yeah. If you are clear with this, best. If you are not, I advise you again go through this video number 1 of simple interest compound interest. This table where I am explaining this table. Absolutely important, guys. I mean, I will make a lot of questions easy for you giving the reference of that table. Okay, anyways, let's go to the third question. What will be the amount received on 25,000 at the rate of 20% per annum compounded yearly for 4 years? This is simple, easy throw, right? You can easily catch this. So you need to calculate amount. It's direct formula based. Okay, that will help us to practice the formula. So what is the formula for compound interest? For amount formula in case of compound interest, amount equal to principal into 1 plus rate of interest. In this case it is 20 divided by 100 to the power 4. The duration is 4, the time period is 4. Rate of interest 20%, principal is 25,000. Yeah, now it's all simplification, right? Correct. So this is 25. Simplify 5 plus 1, 5 into 1 plus 1, that is 6 by 5. You've got 6 into 6 into 6 into 6 by 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, 4 times. So 5 5s are 25. You got this here. Now 25 4s are 100. Got 1 0 here. So the answer should be 40 into 6 6 are 36 into again 6 6 are 36. You got 4 6, right? You will get 51840. 51840. Option number A. Yes, you are doing great, guys. Keep it up. Question number 4. If you feel that I am teaching fast, you have option to reduce the speed. Okay, do that. And if it is all okay with you, brilliant. Okay. For fourth question, as the rule says, pause this video, read question, try by yourself, and then see whether answers are matching or not. Okay. There is 40% increase in the amount in 8 years at simple interest. So in 8 years, the total increase is 40%. In case of simple interest, it increases with equal value every year. Correct? Again, reference of table, see, the value is equal. Yeah, every time it's all same, 20% on 1000, 20% on 1000, equal. Yeah, so if in 8 years it is increasing by 40%, then in 1 year it should increase by what? 5%. Yeah, 8 5 are 40. Can you say the same thing in case of compound interest? The value keeps on changing in case of compound interest, so we can't. Yeah, this we can say only in case of simple interest. That's the case. That's the first statement. So I'm taking the information from first statement, and that's what we get. What will be the compound interest? What will be the compound interest? In rupees, on the 30,000, that is principal, and time is 2 years. On the same rate of interest, that is 5%. Okay, so we have everything here. We got everything here. We need to calculate the amount. Okay, so you got this formula. Amount, we'll calculate amount, 30,000, rate of interest, 5%, time, 2 years. And then from amount, you can subtract the principal to get the compound interest. So compound interest equal to amount minus principal. So you calculate and you can get this. And the shortcut, if I take the reference of the previous question, which one? This one, this question. Okay. And if I take the reference of this, I can do it without formula, simple way. How? That question or the table. If it is 5%, so for first year, the interest should be 5% on 30,000. Yeah, I am calculating compound interest. For the first year, it should be 5% on 30,000. Tell me. As I said, you should be comfortable with numbers. You should not, you need this calculation. 5 3s are 15. Yeah, with 2 zeros. So for second year, you will have same 1500, but this is compound interest. So you will have interest over principal, that is here 1500 plus interest on interest. Yeah, so you got this 1500 as interest over principal. Principal is 30,000 plus interest on interest. So what is previous year interest? 1500. What is the rate of interest? 5%. So this extra interest on interest you will get when you apply 5% on 1500. Okay. So again, 15 5s are 75, and for percentage you will have zeros, you will cancel with zeros here. So you have got 75 extra. And if you add for first year and second year, you add, then it will become plural. That will be called 2 years. Add both of them. What do I have? 15 plus 15, 30. So this is 3000 plus 75. So 3075. Okay. So be comfortable with number. The more you're comfortable with number, you will find quantitative aptitude easy. And I am taking the responsibility to make you comfortable with numbers. We'll solve more and more questions. Yeah. And you have to remember the results of every calculation. Try remembering. It's not possible all the time, but try remembering. That will make things easy for you. Yes. We could do it for 2 years, but if had it been for 3 years, this method would take it longer. Okay. The question says, if the difference of the compound interest on a sum, which we don't know, sum of money for 3 years, time is given, is 186, that's the difference. Find the sum if the rate of interest is 10%. Okay. So we have the formula. compound interest minus simple interest equal to principal into r by 100 square. If the formula, if you don't remember the formula, write it every time whenever you solve the question. Okay, that's how you will practice formula also. So 3 years difference is what? P into r by 100 square into r by 100 plus 3. That is for 3 years. Yeah. What is for 1 year? Sorry, what is for 1 year? Yes, 0. What is for 2 years? Only this part. This part is for 2 years. And when you multiply by r by 100 plus 3, that will become for 3 years. That's how you can remember. No problem. Principal, we need to find out. Yeah, that's what we need to find out. Rate of interest 10%, 10%, 3. Difference 186. Principal, simplify this, 186, and here I have 1 by 10 square is 1 by 100. Here 1 by 10, and if I simplify 1 upon 10 plus 3, that will get me 31 by 10. Yeah. Okay, fine. I will take one class only on how to add or subtract fraction. Don't panic. Here what did I do? 10 into 1 is 10, denominator. Cross multiply for numerator. 10 3s are 30, 1 1s are 1. 30 plus 1 is 31. Okay. Now cross multiply. P 186 into 100 into 10 by 31. Now if options are integer, see, that's how you be comfortable with the numbers. If options are integers, they are. That means there is high likely chances that 31 can cancel 186 directly. Yeah, that's the only way you can get the integer solution. Otherwise, you will get decimals, right? So 31 ones are, see, 3 6 are 18 and 1 6 are 6. It looks like 6. Yeah, it is 6. What looks like? It is 6. 6 into 110, that will be 6000. The answer is option number D, 6000. Okay. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these 5 questions. I will keep coming with more and more questions. I will have some more practice question randomly. Then we'll have some question from the previous year exams also. Okay. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.